Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all the honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there diligently pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, it's your brother Kazak Tazabah coming at you once again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, so on Netflix, there is a new series, a new show called Supercell. Okay, it's a show that shows Jake, okay, having spiritual or superpowers, okay. And those who are behind this know that there will come a time where certain men will possess, powers, okay? Whether it's, great strength, teleportation, and, becoming invisible, so on and so forth. All right? Because the scripture, oftentimes, reference, okay, spiritual power, all right, and speak of, great men, okay, that were able to do miracles, okay. And so with them knowing these things, okay, these people that are in, Hollywood and, those who make, are at the head of these TV companies such as Netflix, Hulu, Prime, all that. Okay, they know. All right. So what better way than, for the Lord to put the spirit on these people to create such a show, all right, that shows Jake, being able to do some miraculous things. Okay, and this is what's going to take place, all right, in the near future. Okay, I highly encourage, y'all to go watch this show. It's on Netflix. All right. I think that right now they only got one season. Okay. But you got, the dude at the top, the Jake at the top. Okay. He can teleport. The dude on the left next to him, all right, can go invisible. The dude down at the bottom, he's got great strength. The female, she could she has like this force field that she is able to do. All right. And then you got the dude on the far right, okay, which he's got super speed, hyper speed. Okay. And in this show, all right, there are these individuals who have these powers, and they come to they were drawn to each other. Okay. Everything was led up to them becoming, coming together. All right. And, forming this bond, this team. Okay. And they are being watched and tracked by, and this is, spoiler alert. All right. I should have started with that, but they're being tracked by Esau. Okay. Esau behind these big old TV monitor, these screens. Okay. Tracking their every move. All right. And I'm not finished with the show. I think I got like an episode or two left, but it's a good watch, man. Okay. It's definitely encouraging. Okay. It's definitely exciting. Okay. Because to see people like us, okay, in front of the TV, on the TV screen, that are able to do such incredible things, all right, just goes to show the level of power that the Lord has, man, and how he's going to bestow certain strengths, certain powers upon the Israelites. Okay. Certain men of the Lord is going to grant access to that spiritual power, okay, to be able to flee from persecution, to be able to, rescue people, to heal people, okay, to fly, all right, create electricity from their hands, their mind, fire. The list goes on, man. Okay, they're like super soldiers, man. And Esau on the left hand side are creating these super soldiers. Okay, if you go and watch the movie, I think it's Captain America. They pump this serum inside these people, or they give them certain chemicals or whatever, and they mix it with your DNA and cause you to have do all kind of crazy stuff. Well, that's on the left hand side, and that's not sustainable. Okay, the Lord's power is infinite. All right, therefore on the right hand side, the true men of the Lord. Okay, and that's why people are going to be, as the scriptures go into in Psalms 110th chapter, thy people will be willing in the day of thy power. Okay, you're going to get a lot more people to believe. Okay, they're going to believe in the Lord when they see certain men flying across the city, rescuing people, picking people up, flying away from or grabbing somebody and teleporting to a different location. Okay, people are going to then believe, right? And that's the those who are coming in in the 11th hour. All right, at the last minute, the Lord is going to preserve the last few. Okay, and they will be delivered. Okay, so I'm gonna bring out a couple scriptures. All right, going into spiritual power. Okay, I haven't spoken on this topic in quite some time, but the Spirit allowed me, based off of watching this show, to go into this here topic. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get the scriptures. Okay, so we're going to start in the book of, we're going to start in Isaiah. All right, let's start with Isaiah, and this is Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. And that says there's a duality to that strength, both physically and spiritually speaking, mentally speaking. Okay, because the times that we're going to come into, man, we're going to need that mental strength. Okay, that mental toughness. Okay, because some of the things that will be seen, all right, some of the things that we're going to witness, okay, is going to take a great level of faith, man, and a great level of, a mental toughness. Okay, because for anybody, any average person, that'll bug somebody out. See people's, brains being blown out right in front of you. Okay, or people eating each other. Okay, scriptures go into how the love of many shall wax cold. It's going to be a great time, a time of chaos and calamity. Okay, it says, even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Okay, this is just an example, okay, of those powers, mounting up, wings, okay, being able to run and not get, weary, okay, not get tired. You see, Isaiah 41 and 13, for I, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, thy power will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. And how is the Lord going to help us? He's going to allow certain brothers, certain men to have these powers. Okay, And that's the power of the Lord. Okay. The apostles in the book of Acts goes into how, they were performing miracles, and people were in astonishment and amazed at their doings. And they, came back and was saying, why do you look at us like this is of our own? Okay. Because people are going to see that and they're going to think that it's you that's doing these things. And yes, it may be us, but it's not by our own will. Okay. It's going to be through the power of the Lord. Okay. That the Lord will send on our behalf. Okay. It's not our doing. It's of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But that's how the Lord is going to help us in that day. And if you don't have those, certain powers, hey, the Lord may send people, certain men your way, certain, that have, the power that you absolutely need in that moment. Okay. Because not every time you're going to, will require a great level of physical strength. You may come across a time in which you're going to need a healing, maybe there's someone that's with you in your circle, and, women, okay, that are following you, okay, may need some kind of treatment. Okay. Yeah. The Lord may give you the ability to heal, or he may send someone on with that healing capability. Okay. We don't know how things are going to pan out, but we do know that these things will occur. Right. It says, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Okay. The Lord is going to make us to be as that sharp threshing instrument. Okay. Because a worm is what? A worm is a defenseless creature. Okay. Even the one of the most non-predatorial animals, such as a bird, okay, will go in and swoop a worm up and devour it. Okay. So in retrospect, man, we are that helpless worm. Okay. We are that helpless worm. However, when we have the Lord, as we have the Lord on our side, man, he's going to make us as such. A new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. Okay. So the Lord is going to allow us to be able to do things that you would have never thought in a million, lives, obviously before this truth, that you would have witnessed. But the Lord may very well bless us with those gifts. Okay. The Lord is going to, we're going to do some beautiful things, man. This is Jeremiah 16:16. And it reads, for behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, and out of the holes of the rock. Okay. Now, yes, this is more on the tail end, okay, of our redemption, our salvation. Okay, we come back, all right, and hunting, these Edomites that are in these bunkers, these caves, these, mountains, okay, that are trying to hide from their judgment. But the Lord is we're gonna go find them, man. That's why it says, I will send for many hunters, right? Because right now we're in the time of fishing. We're fishing for the elect, okay? But those same fishers, the fishermen, okay, will then turn into hunters, man. Okay? Let's get another one. I think there's one in is it Micah 4? Yep. Micah 4:13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion. I will make thine horn iron, and will make thy hooves brass. And thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their grain unto the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. Okay. Now, I do want to get it in the, get the word for horn. Okay. Watch this. All right. Yep. So this is horn. Quoran. Okay. Which means horn of strength, figuratively, flask, a horn as a music instrument, a horn of light projections on the altar. F, look at that, rays of light. Okay, rays of light. So in looking at that, okay, that could be, lasers shooting out of your eyes. I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people. See, that sounds exactly like, having spiritual powers, man. Okay. I think it's Zechariah 12. Like I said, forgive me, Salakia, because, these are some milk scriptures that we haven't brought out too often, but here we go. Zephaniah 12:7. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai also shall save the tenants of Judah first, and the glory of the house of David, and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Do not magnify themselves against Judah. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. Now, what does that word feeble mean? Okay, let's get the word feeble. All right, for edification's sake, I'm just going to look up words, right? It's important. All right, the word is kashal, okay, which is to stumble, stagger, totter, to stumble, right? Yep, to make feeble, make weak, right? So someone who is, probably bedridden, okay, someone who is in a wheelchair, all right, someone who, because obviously you have men that are in this truth that are of age, great age, okay, and along that comes, the downsides of age, which is, your bones, get softer, they get, weaker, okay, your muscle strength, decreases, your muscle, the capacity, everything just slowly starts to diminish. Okay, look at the apostles. The apostles are getting up there in age, in their 50s and 60s. Okay, now the Lord is going to turn that around, man. Okay, certain men that are well into their 60s, okay, 50s, 40s, right? We suffer from many, ailments, back problems, conditions, sickle cell that runs rampant in the Israelite community, primarily Jake, or Southern Kingdom, but the Lord's going to turn all that around, man. Certain men that can't, walk, okay, deformities, back problems. It says, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. Now, how was King David? King David was a mighty warrior. Okay. King David was a mighty warrior. I believe in the book of, let me just finish this out. And it says, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, and as the angel of the Lord before them. You see? So the house of David shall be as Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, but let's go and look up some of the great things that King David had done. All right. Yep, this is Psalm 18 and verse 29, for by thee I have run through a troop, and by my power have I leaped over a wall. You see, now a wall is, you look at a wall today, even you try looking at a wall and jumping over one in today's day and age, right? An average height of a wall, it varies, but let's just say on average, let's just say it's 10 feet tall. Okay? Let's just say it's 10 feet tall. Jumping over something 10 feet tall is quite astonishing, to be honest. Right? Look at even the greatest high jumpers in track and field can't even jump 10 meters or 10 feet. Okay? Now, to put it in perspective, you think of the walls of ancient Israel, man. Okay? Where the temple, in the architecture back then was so much greater than what we see today. All right? You're talking about walls that could be, 100 feet tall. Okay? 200 feet tall. Right? And King David, because the Lord was with him, he was able to do these things. Okay? Look at this in the book of Maccabees. Or Ecclesiasticus. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 47 and verse 3. He played with lions as with kids. Right? And when you go into kids, it's not talking about children, little children. No, it's talking about baby sheep. Okay? Or baby lambs. Okay? It says he played with lions as with kids, and with bears as with lambs. Okay? Kids and lambs, they're very soft and very timid animals. But King David, okay, played with these these horrific animals, okay, like it was nothing. It says, slew he not a giant when he was yet but young? And did he not take away reproach from the people when he lifted up his hand with the stone in the sling and beat down the boasting of Goliath? For he called upon the Most High Lord, and he gave him strength in his right hand to slay that mighty warrior and set up the horn of his people. So the people honored him with 10,000s and praised him in the blessing of the Lord, in that he gave him a crown of glory. For he destroyed the enemies on every side and brought to naught the Philistines, his adversaries, and break their horn in asunder unto this day. So the Lord is going to bring us back into that that strength. Okay, back into that ancient warrior, into the ancient warrior. Okay, because when you go into, look at, he came in the name of the Lord, right? It's in the book of Samuel. I probably should have did better at trying to filter this out, but let's just get it. I think it's 1 Samuel chapter 16 or 17. Yep. 1 Samuel 17 and verse 44. And the Philistines said to David, come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. So here he is taunting King David. Verse 45, and then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. You see? So when Esau tries to come down with that great wrath, okay, with their drones, okay, their modern day sword, right? Them weaponizing, the food. Okay. We're going to come in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right. Because look at what happened when King David came in the name of the Lord. What happened to the Philistine, to Goliath? See, we just read it. So what makes you think that the Lord is going to do anything different for us or anything less? Okay. Let me get one more in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Okay? Because the enemy will come in like a flood, right? And the Lord is going to lift up that standard, okay, in a way that we would have never expected, you know? Let's get that word standard. Okay? It says to flee, escape, to take flight, to fly. Look at that. To put to flight, to drive hastily, to cause to disappear or hide, right? So the Lord is going to lift up a standard. In other words, the Lord is going to grant us spiritual powers, okay, to be able to fly, to be able to teleport, to be able to turn invisible, okay, just to name a few. All right. So like I said, man, I strongly encourage, if y'all want like a little faith booster, all right, something that's just kind of, you know, because hey, we're tired, man, you know, but the Lord keeps bringing forth, you know, things that boost our spirit. Okay, and this show does, man. It's exciting, man. It's a good watch too. So like I said, I encourage brothers and sisters to go watch this show if you have Netflix. All right. But that was pretty much it for this lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. All right. And so with that, I want to give an honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And until next time, Shalom.